Hey, hello everyone. This is the 25th video of the Power Pages 30 Days Learning Challenge. If you're new to this learning series, this is a new initiative I took this new year, where my objective is to cover all the topics related to the Power Pages from basics to advanced. We have discussed till now the fundamental concepts of the Power Pages, the history of the Power Pages, and some designing related stuff. What are the core components of the Power Pages? How to do the styling of it, how to write our custom CSS in the Power Pages, how you can customize the Power Apps portal by integrating it with some external components like Power Apps, Power Virtual Agent, how you can write your own script to extend the portal capabilities, how you can write the liquid templates code, how you can customize the pages of the Power Apps portals. So these all the stuffs we have been learning it from the day one. And today, if I talk about the today's topic, so today's topic is based on the Dataverse search. So Dataverse search, I think if you have been already working with the Dynamic 365, so Dataverse search is already a feature that is recently made available by the Microsoft that provide the global search capability in the model driven app. So the same capability or the same component, we can also use it on the Power Pages as well. So today in this video, we're going to have a look into it that what are the steps that you have to perform to enable the Dataverse search capabilities on the Power Pages. All right. So before jumping into the session, I just wanted to give a quick announcement that I've already made it on my social media channel as well, that I'm featuring all the portal heroes on the closing day of Power Pages 30 Days Learning Challenge. So since we are moving towards the closing date of our challenge, that is on the 31st January. So that is our the closing day, and I'm inviting all the portal heroes, all the well-known faces of the community. Nick Dolman, who is the senior content developer. So all the greatest stuff you are reading it through the MS Learn related to the Power Pages. So Nick Dolman is behind that. Dilip Singh, who is leading the Microsoft Power Pages team, and the Deepthi Jaiswal, who is managing all the security related stuff of the Power Pages, who recently published the white paper also on the Power Pages security architecture. And along with that, we have our portal heroes as well: Victor, Nicholas, Oliver, Alexander, Francisco, Raz, Cyril, Ulrich, and Raghavan, who have been contributing a lot of great stuff related to the portals on their own social media channels. So we're gonna listen about the portal journey from them and what interesting stuff they are doing related to the portals. So, okay, so stay tuned. On the 31st January, we're gonna have a great sessions where we are bringing them all the portal heroes together. Okay, so if I talk about the today's topic, it's about the global search in the Power Pages, as I already told about it. And if I talk about the global search in the Power Pages, so basically the Dataverse search is the same search service that is used in the model driven app and other Microsoft Power Platform services as well. So that is basically built on top of the Microsoft Dataverse, and the same capability we're gonna also see it on the Power Pages as well. Okay, so there is not an additional component that we're gonna use it on the Power Pages. The components or the features of the Dataverse search that we are already using it in the model driven app, we're gonna have the same feature on the portal app as well. So what are the steps that you need to perform in order to enable the Dataverse search in the Power Pages? So first of all, from top to bottom, you have to enable the Dataverse search in the Microsoft Dataverse environment. So since we are enabling the Dataverse search or feature on the Power Pages, so we have to first enable that feature in the Dataverse environment. All right. So second step is you have to enable that Dataverse search in the Power Pages by creating some of the site settings. And along with that, the third step, some of the site setting you have to also create it in order to enable the Dataverse search for your custom table. Because some of the tables, it's already enabled for the search for the Power Pages, but sometimes you are creating any custom table, so you have to enable them dedicatedly for the Dataverse search. You have to create the portal search view. So portal search view is very important in order to search any stuff on the Dataverse, because it actually decide like what column you want to search it and what table you want to search it. Okay, so the create portal search view actually decide what data you want to search it in the database. Create page to view the search data in the portal. So let's say you search the data, you get the result in the result page, And if you want to view the detailed information about that the searched data. So when you click on that data, you want to redirect to a particular page where you get the detailed information about that. So for that purpose, you have to create a edit page or the read only page so that you can get the detailed information. You need to enable the table permission. That is part of the security, whether what data you want to allow access to the anonymous user, because search is something that you want to give access to your anonymous user and the authenticated user both. So you have to enable the table permission as well. Sometimes you want that the user should be able to search only their data, right? So for example, like whatever data I have created, like case, opportunity, lead, account, whatever data I have created, I only want to search only my data. I should not be able to see the other data as well. So for that kind of situation, you have to handle it through the table permission. The last thing is the rebuild search index or restart your website. So all this by doing all these configurations, especially related to the site settings, these changes doesn't reflect automatically on the portal. No matter whether you are syncing the configuration or restart or just clearing the portal cache from the website. But some of the site setting, as I told you earlier as well, you have to restart the website. Sometimes the rebuild search index capability, you don't find it on the trial instance, because when you search the portal URL slash underscore services slash about, when you hit this URL from the admin privilege, you get to see a clear cache option, clear configuration option, and rebuild search index option in your production environment. All right. But sometimes the rebuild search index option, you don't find it for the trial instance. Okay. So you can restart your website so that whatever changes you have done, it will immediately reflect to your website. Now the question is that whether I need to restart my website or rebuild search index every time whenever I am making the changes in this configuration. So no, if you are making any changes in the site settings, then only you have to rebuild the search index. And if you are making any bulk import in the CRM, because after all, you are going to search the data, what is there in the Dataverse, right? So if you are, let's suppose if you have a requirement that you are importing the data in the bulk manner in your Dataverse, then you should expect at least 15 minutes of delay. There is no rebuild search index required. There is no restart website required. But the data that you have imported recently or you have created recently, it's gonna take around 10 to 15 minutes of time to reflect back on the search result. All right. So this is about the Dataverse search configuration. So let me quickly jump into the powerappsmakerportals.com, and let's have a look that what are the configuration steps required in order to enable the Dataverse search. Okay, so the step number one is, if I have to enable the Dataverse search, I need to enable the Dataverse search on my environment first. Okay, so this is the my environment. So I'll let me head over to the admin center, because admin center is something where you have to manage all the features related to environments, whether it's a Dataverse search or any new capabilities. Okay, so click on the environment here, and where we list down all the environments I have in my environment in my tenant. So if I open the environment I have, okay, so if I just head over to the settings, under the product, I have the option called features. So the features, basically all the features that Microsoft has provided as part of this environment. So I can enable or disable those features. So I have the option called Dataverse search. So I can simply enable this feature in order to enable the Dataverse search feature in my model driven app or in my Dataverse environment. All right. So this is the first step you have to do it. So if it is not turned off, if it is turned off, then you have to turn on this feature and save the details. Okay. So step number one is done. Now we have to enable the Dataverse search in the Power Pages. So for that, we have to head over to the Portal Management app. In the Portal Management app, I have to head over to the settings, and here I have to search all the site settings related to the search. So I'll just find search between the asterisk sign. So here all the site setting you will find it. Some of the site setting will not be there because I've already created them. So this site setting you probably not be find in your environment. So you have to create this site setting called search enable Dataverse search true. Okay, so this is very important site setting that actually enable the Dataverse search in your Power Pages site. The second important site setting is the search enable, because some of the portal site you don't want to enable the search feature. So if you just make this setting to false, then you will not be able to find the search option on the Power Pages. So that is the topmost feature or the site setting. You have to first enable this settings, then you have to enable the search, enable Dataverse search. So these two site settings are very important. Now the third important site setting is that I think where it is, yeah, enable additional entity. So this site setting basically enable all the custom entities in the Dataverse search. Okay, because by default in the Dataverse search all the out of box tables uh, are enabled for the searching in the Power Pages. But if you have to enable any custom table record to be searched on the portal pages, then you have to enable this additional entities to true. Okay, so these all three site settings should be true. Now, if you enable the additional entities to true, you have to mention in the search filter that what entity you want to include it in the search result. Okay, so if I just head over to the search filter, you have to provide the name of your entity logical name here. So this is just a simple name, events, and there you have to provide the schema name. And if you have the multiple tables that you want to search for, then you have to just provide the values in the comma separated form. So for example, like this is the title you have to provide it, and then you have to provide the logical name of the table. Okay, and then you have to put the semicolon, a colon if you are just wanted to provide any separate entity. I'm just a bit confused about this. Let me just copy paste here so that I can tell you exactly whether you need to. Okay, so you need to provide, I think, okay, semicolon. So you need to provide the semicolon in order to separate the multiple tables. Okay, so let's say I want to enable the Power Guide event tables and the call for a speaker table. So for Power Guide table, I have provided Power Guide event logical name. And if I have to enable, let's say my custom table call for a speaker. So I need to put the semicolon, and then probably I can put speakers as a title, colon, and then I have to provide the schema name or sorry, the logical name of my entity name. All right. So for this demonstration purpose, I'm going to show you that how I can search in the event table. So that is my custom table right now. So this is the site setting which actually decide that on which particular tables you want to enable your searching. All right. And you have to provide it in the semicolon format. All right, so let me head over to the third step. That is basically you have to create the portal search view. So portal search view basically decide on which column you want to search the data. Okay, so let's say I have enabled the Dataverse search on this particular table. So I'll head over to this particular table under the Dataverse tables. If I click on the custom, okay, so this is my custom table, and this is the, if you just wanted to see the logical name of this table that I'm using in the site setting, so just go down, and this is the logical name I'm using here. Okay, now in this table, I just want to click on the views, and I have to create a portal search view. The portal search view is very important in if you want to search the data in this particular table, because I haven't mentioned any columns here that on which column I want to search the data. Okay, so in the portal search view, you have to first of all you have to find it whether you already have the portal search view available for your table. Most of the cases you get this portal search view only for the out of box tables, but for the custom table you don't find this view. But anyways, you have to first of all search it whether it's already there or not. If it is not there, then you have to create a new view with the name portal search. Okay, and in this portal search view, you have to add all the columns that you want on the basis of you want to do the searching. So for example, I want to search the event data on the basis of the event name, event location, event mode. So right now I can search the event table data based on these three columns only. Okay, or sometimes you want that there should be specific condition should be there, so you can provide the filter also. So for example, if you want that the searching should be done only on the active record, not on the disabled records, or on a or not on the draft record. So let's say I want to search only in the published event, not in the draft event, which is not yet approved. Okay, so you can provide the edit filter criteria here so that it will automatically filter the data on the Dataverse search as well. All right. So this is about that. You can do the sorting as well. Everything is possible here. One more important thing is that the name of the view should be portal search here, because there is already a site setting here called index query name. In the index query name, you have to provide the same name of the view that you have created for a table. Okay, and the same view you have to create for all the custom table you are creating. But let's say if you want to change the name of this view, let's say if you want to change it to Power Pages view, sorry, Power Pages search. So in that case, you have to change the site setting value to Power Pages search. So the objective of this portal search is basically it actually decide whether you can search that particular data of that particular table or not. But always remember the name that you are providing in the site settings should be in sync with the name of the view that you are creating for a table. All right. All right. So these are all the settings I have already created. Now the next step is I have to enable the table permission. So since I want to search this data, Power Guide events. So let me head over to my Design Studio. And if I go to my Design Studio, if you remember our previous videos, I've already created a table, the table permission for the event table. So I have a separate permission for admin and I have a separate permission for the authenticated user. Okay, because any user can search the events on the website if they just wanted to know like what are the events is there in my area, or what are the Power Apps events are there. So they can simply search it by the Power Apps. They can search the event by the Power Pages, or they can search the event by the location as well. Okay, but they should not be able to edit those events, right? But the admin can edit those events. So that's why we have created two separate permission here. The admin has the write privileges, delete privileges. Okay, but if I head over to the authenticated one, they cannot create the event, they cannot delete the event, and they cannot write the event as well. They can only read the event. So make sure that on which particular table you are enabling the database search, there should be a proper table permissions are enabled. Okay. Okay, so that part is also done. Now the next last part is that once your data being searched in the search result, if you want to see the detailed view of it, you have to create a detailed web page as well. So for that, I think we already have the web page available for that we have created earlier. So that is the edit event page. So that edit event page basically open the event page in the edit mode only for the administrator, not for the authenticated user. But the only thing is that first of all, you have to check whether the data you want to search it in the portal search already have the page available so that you can view the detailed information about that record. If not, then you have to create it first, because I have already created the edit event page here. So let me head over to the portal management app and can show that as well. So if I just head over to the page, I think this is the page called edit event. And this edit event is basically having a form. So that is, I think it's a edit event form. So if I just go there, so edit event details. So this is the form that I'm going to display it on this particular page so that I can view the search data as well. So edit event details. So this is the form I'm showing it if I have to view the event data in the more detailed format. Okay, so once the web page configuration is done, I need to head over to the site markers. So that is also very important settings. So you have to create the site marker for each individual table that you are enabling for your Dataverse search. So since I have enabled the Dataverse search for Power Guide events, so I have to create the site markers with this same naming convention This is the logical name of my table. Okay, and then underscore and then search result page. There should be no spaces in the beginning and at the last of the character, end of the character. So I have to create this site marker for each individual table that I'm enabling for the search result, and have to associate this site marker with the page that I want to open when the user wants to view the search result page. All right, that's it. So these are all the settings we have to make it in our Power Pages configuration. Then let me head over to the portal page here. And here, once you enable that setting, you will see the search option here. And in the search option, you will click here. Since I have enabled only one table right now, so you can see the table name is already automatically appear as Power Guide Events. Okay. Now all this configuration, you can also change it, whether the by default the all is selected here. But if you want to change it, if you want to change the label of it, everything is possible using content snippet. So if I just open this article, I'll just put this article in the link as well. There are some of the content snippets are also there related to the Dataverse search. So for example, if you want to change the search label, so that is, the label that is being, visible in the search bar. If you want to change it, you can manage it using this content snippet. If you want to change the tooltip that basically appears here. So if I head over to home, and if I click here, it actually showing the toolbar, the placeholder in the search here, and this is showing the tooltip as a search. So these all the settings you can manage it from here. Filter text by default is selecting to all. See, but if you want to change this, so you can change this text as well. So there are a lot of content snippet are there that you can manage it using content snippet. Okay, so if I head over to the site setting, the content snippet in my portal management tab, and try to search the content snippet with the name search, then I'll find all the content snippet related to that. The filter label, search label, and all the content related to the search available in all the languages that I've already enabled. Okay, so you can see here there are list of content snippets are there. So based on your business requirement, you can change the content or the text which is being displayed on the search result page. Okay, so let me go to the home page again and try to search something. Let's say I try to search, let's say Power Apps, because that Power Apps is basically we have created couple of events. So now you can see here, as soon as I search it, it takes me to the search page. That is that out of box page actually. And here it actually display the result, whatever events related to the Power Apps. It's not like that. It's not always like it should start from the Power Apps only. So let's say if I try to search all the hackathons which is being conducted. So let me search only HACK and try to hit search. So if you can see here, it also search with the particular keywords as well. So Power Apps Hackathon, Power Platform Hackathon. Now we have created a detailed page as well, as I told you. So in order to create the detailed page, we have two settings. We have to create two configuration. The first, we need to create a web page, and second, we have to create the site marker. So that we have already done for this particular table. So if I try to view the detailed information about this search result, I'll click here and it takes me to the detailed page. And since I don't have the right access, so you can see here, I can view, I can access all the information, but I cannot update the details. All right. So all the information. Okay. So I am the I'm the administrator. That's why I have the access to update all the information. But if I try to open it with some other account who don't have the administrative access, so they will not be able to update this data. Okay. So let me try to access with another authenticated user. So click on sign in. So Arpit Cap is not the admin in the Power Pages site. So now you can see here, I don't have the submit option for this search page. and I cannot edit the details. Okay. So if I try to search something else, probably again. Okay. Okay, so I've already done it here. Like if you have to search the Power Apps, and if you want to search it with the hackathon here, you can search it. So I don't think we have something related to the Pune. That's why it's not being searched here. Okay, so one additional thing I just wanted to tell you related to the search. So let me try to search this keyword here. And now you can see there is a title that is called Discover Contoso is written, right? So this is the default title which is being written. If I want to just change it to the portal search, so how can I do that? So let me head over to the content because this is related to the content. So anything which you want related to the content in the search page, you can manage it using content snippet. So if I head over to the content snippet, go to the next page, there is a content snippet called search title. Okay, so for English, because I just want to change it for English. So right now it's blank. That's why it's coming by default. So let me change it to probably global search and save the data. Okay, so if I want to show some different text for different languages, I can also configure there. And let me sync back my changes. Okay, and now if I refresh the page, perfect. So now you can see this content has been changed to the global search. So this is the way how you can manage the content, but all the settings related things, whether you want to enable the search on which particular table you want to enable the search, then in that case you have to manage those things using the site setting. All right. So thank you so much. This is all about the global search in the Power Pages. And if you have any questions related to the Dataverse search, please let me know and drop me your queries in the comments. So thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.